In this video, I'm going to explore the options available for you to spend your stimulus check. So you're getting $1,200 from the government and possibly $2,400 per month if you are self-employed or unemployed. And with this money, you can do basically anything you wish with it. Now, I'm going to be showing you some ways that you can use it and get some good value for your money. Now, remember, this money will be tax-free. You won't have to pay any taxes on it, and so you can use it all for just about anything you choose. If you are married, you get double the amount, and if you have children under 17, then you get $500 extra per child. There are even now talks about a second part stimulus package, which may also bring more money to you, your family, and your business. Now, surely you could go and hoard some more toilet paper, right? Because, well, if you hoard enough, then you'll probably be able to resell them for 3 times what you paid for it and I guess make a lot of money. Well, no, not so much. And that's definitely not what I'm about to tell you to do. Now, I've read a couple of articles online about ways that you can spend your stimulus check, and I think some of them were really great ideas. Now, if you have no idea of what I'm talking about, then please watch my last couple of videos, maybe 4 videos back when I explained the stimulus paycheck and who would be getting it. And even then, if you have any questions, just drop a comment below and I will try to respond to you as quickly as I can. Now, before I go any further, let me just introduce myself to those who are new here and seeing me for the first time. My name is Ian, and on this channel, I talk about personal finance, investments, and making money. So consider subscribing to the channel and give this video a thumbs up, as it helps to boost the video to more viewers so we can help them out as well. Now, for all my returning subscribers, thanks for tuning in to the channel once more, and I hope this helps you guys out a lot. And of course, be sure to comment down below and let me know what you think about these strategies. So over the past week, I've been carefully following this 2020 stimulus plan, and for a while everything kept changing in terms of who would get the money and how much of this money they would indeed get. But right now, as things stand, it finally now seems that most people will be getting this $1,200 stimulus check. And in addition to that, I talked about in my last video, if you were self-employed and no longer working, you would be getting over $2,400 per month for the next 4 months. So that's a lot of money. So let's get into it, guys. Now, one of the first things I came across, or the first ideas I came across, was that you could put this money towards debt. Now, this could be used to either pay down some debt or pay off some debt if it's enough. Now, going into this period of uncertainty, it would be really great to have less debt or no debt at all, right? So I think it's a great idea too. But here's the thing, guys. Now, a lot of the mortgage companies and credit card companies have now paused the payments that you would have had to normally make towards your debts without any damage to your credit, right? Now, others have even said, hey, if you're having or facing hardships now, just reach out to us and we'll be happy to reduce the payments, the fees, or just put your payments on a pause for a few months until you get back together. Now, the issue with this is that the credit card companies or anywhere you get a loan right now doesn't want you to default, and also they don't want you to not be able to make the payments. So getting any new credit or even a credit line increase may not be easy as before. Now, if you don't have a good, healthy emergency fund put in place just yet, and you do take this money and throw it all at your debts, if you're out of a job or income, then you'll be left facing it with no cash because you spent it all and possibly not being able to get credit to cover your expenses. So with that all said, if you have debt and you're able to delay your payments without interest for a couple months, then you may want to take that option. And not because you want to stay in debt, but you're just preparing for the worst in the event that you do need that cash for expenses. So, with that said, you may want to hold off on paying off those debts just for a while, at least if you have no other money saved up. Now, secondly, I've also read that it would be good to invest your stimulus check. Now, I mean, most people look at the stock market right now and they say, okay, we're having the biggest loss in history, and so I can swoop in and purchase some stocks with my stimulus payment and then get a 100 or 200% return on my money in a couple months when this pandemic clears up. What you have to remember here, though, is that the stimulus payment is supposed to help you purchase those absolutely necessary items and help put food on the table, so to speak. So again, unless you have a healthy emergency fund and you know that you have 6 months of expenses covered, then it would be better to keep this money for expenses. I mean, if it comes down to it, being able to provide for your family next month or to make a couple $100s in the stock market next year, which do you choose? Another popular way to spend your stimulus money, which I've read about, is to donate it to those who need it more than you. Now, while that may sound like a great idea, and surely enough there are people who need much more than $1,200, this option really goes for those of us who have already had our emergency funds and are in a financial position that allows us to really easily and comfortably give this money up for charity. Now, another way to spend your stimulus check is by putting it into your emergency fund or savings. Now, this way you'll have this money available if you need it. Now, if you're watching this video, you most likely fall into one of two categories, right? And you either, one, need this money and it isn't enough, so you will be spending it as soon as you get it on essential items and living expenses. Or two, you are comfortable and you just want to know how you can maximize or just efficiently spend this money and get the best value from it. So, if you fall in the first group, then all the options in this video just aren't for you except for the emergency fund and savings options. If you happen to need this money to put food on the table, so as to speak, you'll have it readily available. Now, if this period of uncertainty passes and you didn't need to use the money, then at that point in time, you can throw it all at your debts or bills that would now be due. So this way you're playing it safe, and in the end, you will still end up spending the money in the best possible way that you could have. Now, if you fall into the second category, then of course, you can use this money for any of the options in this video, as it won't hurt you at all. So then, what will you be using your stimulus check for? Will you be using it to pay off debt, invest, give to others who need it more, or will you be spending it all? Drop a comment down below and let's hear what your strategy is for this money. Well, there you have it, guys. Some options for spending your stimulus payments, whether it's the one-time $1,200 payment or even the $2,400 payment per month for the next 4 months. Now, there have also been talks about a second part stimulus plan where we would all get another round of one-time payments, more unemployment assistance for a longer period, possibly extending the 4-month period, and also more funds to help self-employed and small businesses. But as of right now, it's just talk, and we'll have to wait and see if that will also come to be. If you guys like this video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up, as that's all I really ask. It helps a lot with the algorithm here, and that's how these videos get recommended to more people so they can benefit also. Now, if you're still watching and you haven't already subscribed to this channel, then hit the subscribe button right now and make sure you turn on notifications so you can see new videos that I post. And I post videos here several times a week on topics relating to personal finance and just making money on a whole. Thank you guys so much for watching again. All the best with your stimulus payments, and until next time, take care.